I said.
A few days ago, I uploaded this video, and I was not expecting this. Almost every comment said the same thing. Try it with an Apple Watch. So that's exactly what I'm doing today. And guys, if you enjoy videos like this, please make sure to subscribe, as I'll be posting a lot more content soon. Now let's get into it. For the next 24 hours, I'm replacing my phone with just an iPad mini and an Apple Watch. Now, before everyone starts typing, yes, my phone is technically still in my pocket, and my Apple Watch is not cellular, so it still needs an iPhone nearby, but I'm not allowed to unlock it. Everything, messages, calls, maps, music, browsing, YouTube, everything has to happen on either my iPad mini or my Apple Watch. Let's see how this goes. Let's start with messages. Honestly, this worked exactly how I expected. Typing on an iPad mini felt natural. The bigger display actually made replying to people a nicer experience than using it on my iPhone. No complaints here. Then there were phone calls. This is where Apple Watch really started to make sense. Whenever someone called, my Apple Watch vibrated, I could answer it straight away, and if I wanted to continue the chat on an iPad, I could. It made the whole setup feel more complete. Next, navigation. I'll admit, walking around with an iPad mini definitely feels a little strange, but the bigger display actually makes maps easier to follow. Would I do this every day? Probably not, but it worked better than I expected. One thing I wasn't expecting though was how much less I reached for my phone. Normally, if I'm waiting for someone, I'll pull out my phone straight away. If I'm in the queue, I'll pull my phone out. If I've got a couple of spare minutes, I'll pull my phone out, start playing a game. But because I wasn't allowed to use it, something interesting happened. I actually became much more intentional with how I use technology. If I picked up the iPad mini, it was because I actually wanted to do something. Watch YouTube, reply to messages, browse the internet, read an article. It wasn't just mindless scrolling anymore, and honestly, I really liked that. Another thing I noticed was that I spent far less time checking notifications. Normally, your phone buzzes, you unlock it, reply to one message, then before you know it, you've spent another 10 minutes scrolling. With Apple Watch, it was completely different. I'd look at my wrist, see if it was important. If it wasn't, I'd carry on with whatever I was doing. And if it was, I'd deal with it on my iPad mini. It sounds like a small difference, but after doing this for a day, I actually changed the way I used my devices. Now, there were definitely moments where I missed having my phone. Taking quick pictures was one of them. There's just something much more natural about pulling a phone out of your pocket than pulling out an iPad mini. There were a few times where I instinctively reached for my phone, completely forgetting I was not allowed to use it. It almost becomes muscle memory, which made me realize just how attached we've become to our phones. The other thing I found interesting was how differently the iPad mini feels compared to an iPhone. When I'm using my phone, I'm usually doing loads of things at the same time, checking notifications, opening Instagram, replying quickly, closing it again. The iPad mini doesn't feel like that. Whenever I pick it up, I tend to stay focused on one thing. If I open YouTube, I watch YouTube. If I reply to messages, I reply to messages. It felt much more intentional. And I honestly think that's one of the biggest reasons I enjoyed this experiment. Now, don't get me wrong, this setup definitely isn't for everyone. The iPad mini still isn't as convenient as the iPhone. It doesn't fit in every pocket, taking photos still feels a little awkward, and the biggest limitations is still Apple. The Apple Watch depends on iPhone, which means this isn't a true phone replacement, at least not yet. If Apple ever allowed the Apple Watch to pair directly with an iPad, I genuinely think this experiment would have turned out very differently, because after spending a full day using this setup, I actually understand why so many of you suggested it. It's not because iPad mini replaces a phone, it's because the iPad mini and Apple Watch work surprisingly well together. But I think the biggest thing I took away from this experiment had nothing to do with an iPad mini or Apple Watch. It was actually my relationship with my phone. I never realized how many times I picked it up throughout the day, not because I needed to, but simply because it was there. This experiment forced me to break that habit. Every time I wanted to check something, I had to stop and think, do I actually need to do this, or am I just picking it up out of a habit? And honestly, most of the time it was just habit. Another thing I noticed was how much more enjoyable using an iPad mini actually is. Not because it's faster or powerful, but because it encourages you to slow down a little bit. Watching YouTube felt better, reading articles felt better, and even replying to messages felt a little more relaxed. There's something about a larger screen that makes everything feel a little less rushed, and I actually found myself spending more time doing one thing instead of consistently jumping between 10 different apps. Now, would I recommend everyone does this? Probably not. For most people, a normal phone is still the best option. It's smaller, more convenient, the camera's always there, and it's designed for exactly this. But if you already own an iPad mini and an Apple Watch, I genuinely think it's worth trying it for a day. Because even if you don't stick with it, you'll probably notice just how often you use your phone without thinking. And that's probably the biggest lesson I've learned from the whole experiment. It wasn't really about replacing my phone, it was about changing the way I use it. And honestly, I think that's a much more interesting result than I was expecting. So, could I replace my phone with this setup? Not completely, but I definitely understand that appeal now. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I found myself doing this much more often. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please make sure to subscribe. I've got plenty more Apple experiments coming very soon. And if you've got any other challenges you'd like me to try, leave it in the comments below. Who knows, it might just become my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.